Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13 Fame and Strategy Thingy. I haven't played in a little while. Don't expect to be too rusty though, and we're definitely at a stage of this game now where JG Mystery is not really in a lot of day-to-day personal danger, obviously. People have been, some of the subscribers and the contributors, the donators, have been having fun role-playing in the comments, and JG Mystery has come off a couple of different ways. Some folks have JG Mystery as this kind of cold figure who is lurking in the background, sending other people callously to their deaths. Others see him as some kind of manipulator. One thing that others are basically saying that he's like the visionary who's helping to unify China, and it's a shame it has to be done through so much blood. One thing pretty much everyone has in common, though, in their analysis of the situation is that JG Mystery is the power behind the throne. And you can see here we got I've been taking these courses through work on leadership development, and they're obsessed with making these like maps of what your networks are and what does a good network map look like, and you have to know different people. And this game is just like, it's all about having like it's like LinkedIn in ancient China. They're obsessed with this kind of stuff. And you would say here that arguably JG Mystery's biggest issue is that he's not connected to, and this thing is specifically a map of how people relate to him, as opposed to just it's not like you always have to center it on somebody. They don't just arrange things. Otherwise, you would see clusters formed around Zerfall and other faction leaders. But I've lost my sound, and it's annoying, even though this is not a game where we're very dependent on what's happening in the sound to do anything. But it's still getting on my nerves. I actually ordered, if you're following the Diablo thing I'm doing with Zerfall, it's a bigger issue there, but I've actually ordered new cables. And I just didn't bother to get out to check my mail today. So what was I talking about? Yeah. So there's different people have different views on JG Mystery, but it's some people think he's a hero, some people think he's a villain. Pretty much everyone feels like he's one of the most powerful people in China, except obviously now for Falger, who we are friends, but he's also like the leader of our whole force, whereas I'm the prime minister of Zerftopia, but obviously kind of the most important dude in Zerftopia, other than perhaps Zerfall himself. And since like about 85% of our cities are in the JG Mystery district, and I could, although I'm not bothering to, I could. This is interesting. Oh, Serena C has her own little clique over here too of people who don't like JG Mystery. This is she is the governor, and she is the biggest political rival, I suppose. Yeah, she's got her own little clique going. I guess what would happen if we arranged the map around her? Because we are not acquainted and we do not have rapport. But if we reoriented around her, well, you'd still see all these clusters, and the clusters are centered around Falzer, Cao Cao, and Yuan Shao. So I must be somewhere in that cluster. Weird how my importance looks significantly less when things are organized around Serena C. I can't even find where my head is floating around in there, but it should be one of the bigger ones. Interesting. But stupid. So there's Serena C on her little map of the world, where you got a couple of officers who apparently don't have super important relationships going. Is that Boo Dugan? Who is this over here? That is Boo Dugan. I know him because in my very first playthrough of any RTK game, he was the first person I became close enough to swear a Brotherhood Oath with. So I swore a Brotherhood Oath with Boo Dugan without really finding out who he is. And he became sworn brothers with Cao Pi, even though his character is that he's like, he sent courses to Cao Pi and was made king. Yeah, he was not like the most important dude in the novel. What would happen if we centered up around Falger? We still see our little funky clusters. And Serena C is just, I guess she has no personal relationship with Falger. Yeah, Serena C needs to network more. That's the issue. She just needs to network more. So his closest relationships are with JG Mystery is in there, but and he's got a really tight relationship with Fang Jiao, who has become super close with the governor of wherever she's the governor, I'm sure. Bu Lianxi. Yeah, so we have, she has a really tight relationship there of, it's bond of 80, but no friendship quest yet with Falger. Gotcha. Alright. There was one person, and I forgot to check who it was. Somebody was saying that they got left out, and I was going to look them up and see what they were doing. We'll do that in the next video. So anyway, it is super annoying me that I don't have the sound. I think I'm just going to record, maybe I won't even record 2 videos today. Well, no, it sounded for a second like I was getting it back. So I've got people placating, I've got people training. It's been well over a week since I played, and I didn't think to actually go back and check and see what was happening at the end of the last video. But I'm thinking we've got people to hire because we just took over some cities. And we've got our perennial people who hate Falger. And we got Yang Song, the most talented officer in the history of China right there. So we've already got people who are going out there trying to hire some of these guys. Wang Lang. I'll just let Earl King hire Yang Feng. Where is he? He's in Lang Yi. That's probably what we need to be concentrating on, is hiring some of these prisoners. I don't even know this guy. He's in Wan. I guess I'll take care of it. And anyone else that we can hire? I should be looking specifically for prisoners. I'm not so sure anymore. Is there really no other options? Who the hell can hire Yuan Shu, really? And why would we want to? His stats aren't terrible. Actually, his governance is crap, which is interesting since he was a leader. But he was a very unsuccessful leader, which is, I guess what they're getting at. Liu Hua would probably be a more useful person if I would have been able to hire someone. Yeah, well, what are Guo Xi's stats? He's a good war guy. Alright, so let me go take care of this little mission. Look at their little mission. Make Stone Cold sick. I'll move to Wan. Bu Dugan has come to work for us. Great, we can make him our sworn brother. I suppose I should be paying attention to what the armies are doing. I kind of had this notion that we had just come to the end of a big amount of combat, but in fact we probably need to... Yeah, you guys could come to Luoyang to get some food and maybe get some morale, but we actually kind of need you to... Well, hold on. Chen Liu may fall before they have a chance to get there. Yeah, it will. And Kiao is also going to fall. So any armies here would best be served by either marching on towards Jiaopei or... Well, no, we don't want to go to war with Yuan Shao yet. He's just about to attack all those guys, so... We'll let you guys march. Yuan Shao is about to take Hainai, and we probably can't get there in time to prevent it. So... You are probably already on your way to GFP. Yeah. Ma Tang's army is going to take a city, it looks like. Oh, that one could go either way. Fortunately, it looks like if anybody arrives in time to interfere with the outcome of that one, it's going to be because Yuan Shao's guys might take over. It looks like Zhang He is fighting his former comrades. His former comrades. Hey, it's Comrades Thompson. Alright, and what are you doing, friend? What are you doing, Rabbit Ashley? You are heading towards Xiaopi. Which is... which of these cities? Yeah, that's where you should be going. Okay. Alright, we'll zoom back in on JG Mystery and get back to action. The action that is trying to hire prisoners. Yuan Shao army has conquered Hainai. So indeed, there would not have been time to take that city. What is it? What it is? He's been waiting to hear that. I don't remember who Zhang Yang is. But he's one of those. It's one of those portraits I've recognized from the various RTK games of the past. I feel like he's a civil officer for Shu, and he seems like he was a fairly important dude. He is a minister of Liu Bei who hailed from the same region, served Liu Bei. To Liu Bei under Shu, he's a general great virtue, was said to be of indifferent character. Yeah, he's like a above average, like, civilian guy. Civil officer type of dude. So I can report this as a success. Is there anyone else I can hire while I'm still here? Let's see the list. Let's see affiliated. No, that's not what I meant to do. Maybe this is... oh, this is correct. Oh, I got a whole bunch of prisoners in Wan. Well, that makes sense. There's a huge... this is where they decided they were going to do the big battle. There are really no other options. I guess Cao Hong was not going to be likely to be hireable, considering he's a member of the Cao clan, the Cao clan. This is going to take forever to search this way. This guy really hates Falger. Apparently it's easier to find Wan from the bottom of the list, maybe? There are really no other options? These guys are prisoners. Prisoners can't be choosers. Perhaps you should look for another method, JG. These guys just want nothing to do with me. I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not so sure anymore. Wan is the loneliest city you can ever know. Alright. None of these guys in status free. I'm going to look for the prisoners first. Where does it show that you're a prisoner? I thought it would be status. Oh, wait, hold on. Where does it actually show whether you're a prisoner or not? I gotta find somebody that I know was a prisoner and see where it says they were a prisoner. I don't know that you guys are prisoners. I know that you're a prisoner, and it says so under status. So if I go to status and search, I should find a bunch of prisoners grouped together. Apparently before normal. Lang. This is going to be really slow going. I'm trying to efficiently determine who JG Mystery can hire. And it's like, nope, nobody wants to work for you. Wu Jin. I feel like I already tried him. Yuan Shao was like, no freaking way. These yellow turban guys you'd think would probably be willing to give us a shot. Shi Hao Shi. Is there no one who can do it? Saw some yellow turban looking dudes. They will probably come to work for us. Is it worth the effort? Possibly not. Okay, I'll hire him just so that I can feel like I succeeded in life. But after this, I think we'll just leave some prisoners in jail so that, well, A, Cao Cao's force is about to collapse, at which point it'll be much easier to hire any of those guys, I would think. And B, it'll give other officers something to do. You know, instead of me using all my orders to have people go hire other people, the governors of the cities that those people are prisoners in will probably... Han Juan has joined us. He will serve with all that he is. That's cool. Yeah, see, some of these other people are already getting hired up. We don't have to manually take care of all of it. Gongshu Ban. Is the game lagging? It looks kind of laggy watching this horse animation, but without the sound, it can't really tell if everything sounds normal or not. And a bond has been created between sneaky-looking guy, who I believe is a created character, so I shouldn't be mocking him, and yes, Night Demon and Wang Yi. I was not able to romance Wang Yi. I wanted to marry the super creepy murder girl from Dynasty Warriors games. Instead, I just was given a bunch of adopted daughters. But perhaps Night Demon will be able to make his moves soon. Probably before I get to Shochun, let me... Yeah, it feels like this is really lagging. So we've got to finish off. We've got to take Chen Liu and Kiao, and probably GP before we'll have any chance whatsoever. Oh, GP may not go our way. I know we've got slightly better stats and a 3-2 advantage, but that's Zhang Liao. So that might not go our way until we start pouring in a bunch of guys from Zhao Yang's force. But they got to take over GP first. Have an officer return to their home city. The game is trying to give me a tip about returning. That is a low priority tip. They're like, you're not in your home city. Do you not know how that works? So I'm going to assume that everything is okay. And, do you want something from me? Would you like me to hit you with a stick? I'm Cudgel Master Billy Kane. And we've hired a yellow turban guy. Which, now that I think about it, I probably would have been better off having him working in a different city from mine anyway. What kind of stuff you guys selling? Because I haven't spent money in a while. I'll buy some more booze in case I want to impress anybody. That will use up most of my money, actually. So never mind. I guess I wasn't as wealthy as I thought I was. I will report my own mission success to myself. The game is trying to tell me to write more letters. Lu Lingqi and Pang A are forming a good friendship. Can I have you get even closer to Night Demon? Yeah, let's have Night Demon and Wang Yi become best of friends. Perhaps Night Demon can help Wang Yi overcome her desire for vengeance, although the name Night Demon doesn't suggest he's the kind of guy who would try to talk you out of a life lived for vengeance and destruction. Just saying. She and I are best friends. That's something I could do, like, you know, if I wanted to kind of not have the game just end yet and give my kids a chance to grow up and see some of that, even though we've kind of got this game won. Hold on, sorry. Just getting some water. But if I decided I wanted to, like, you know, put the brakes on and let this game kind of coast for a while, I'm going to start going off and doing more friendship quests. She wants to expand culture in Jinchang. You know what? That's not a bad idea, and this is not a bad guy for doing that. Next facility add-on comes to 341. That's whatever, 80's fine. Because in theory, hopefully she'll start issuing directives for our city that we're in. Cow just needs to kind of hurry up and fall to us at this point. 19 days until adaptive expires. So this city, we've got shit tons of gold, and we can move gold around easily. But obviously, Xuchang with this many officers in it needs to start working on commerce. We need to get our commerce leveled up, bitches. And there's actually a really good chance that we also need better fealty. Oh yeah, we need much better fealty in this city. This city is going to be Xuchang here. Things got kind of bad while it was being attacked by 1 million soldiers. But we got Bobo free to help us. Bobo the culture is now Bobo the commerce. Xiaoyun is convinced Guo-Si. He has sworn loyalty to me, JG Mystery. Well, that's good to know, because one of the other things we could do to try to keep this game interesting, although it's probably a suicide move, in the back of my mind, it's like, you know, he's not even watching the LP series at this point. Wouldn't it be fun to betray Falsher? Apparently we can't up commerce in Xuchang. That's surprising to me. We can't up... Oh. Apparently there's nobody free to receive the order. Because Bobo is helping me. Otherwise I could, once we finish this next pass. Falger army has conquered Chenliu. Sima Yi has been captured. Well, apparently this is a Falger city because they didn't ask me what to do with the troops. So... Getting Sima Yi to join our army would be, to putting it mildly, useful. I guess they're mostly already on their way there. But yeah, now that would be a dang useful thing to do. Hiring Sima Yi. Oh, Zhang Chunhua. We definitely want her in our army. That's Sima Yi's wife. Who, if you are a big follower of my channel, you probably haven't seen too much of her, because Bobo and I haven't really got to the Jin stories that much in Dynasty Warriors 8. I guess we got to her in Dynasty Warriors 7. But yeah, Sima Yi is the one I'd be interested in. His wife is nice, but I mean, if I'm being perfectly brutally honest here, one reason to hire her would be to use her to get Sima Yi. Sima Yi is like the best ever. I'm not so sure anymore. And Lu Lingqi refuses to join us because she got this letter from Cao Cao once. And, yeah. Shanghai is going to be a... Oh, should Zhao Chan want to work for Yuan Shao? I guess she wouldn't be a big fan of, No one can hire Sima Yi at this point, even though he's a prisoner. So we basically got to wipe out Cao Cao's force, absorb his officers. At this point, we don't really need to do that to win the game, obviously, but... We are honored to be chosen to appoint one as loyal as Zhang Chunhua. Well, not really. I mean, I appointed... the water just is going where I want it to. Oh, well, you know what you need to do is if you... they do this in Europe. If you have like a little picture of a fly on the inside of a urinal, men will aim for it. So my wife, who needs to just... She just needs like a little picture of a fly at the bottom of the bowl so that she'll aim for it when she's, you know, trying to get the water to go where she wants to. Earl King's mission has been canceled. I guess he can't be hired. I don't know what that really means. I will assign a mission as soon as Bobo is freed up from what he's helping me with right now. I'll have him start patrolling while I continue. Congo Gazudo, just build whatever, man. I put you in charge because I trust your judgment when it comes to choosing between 3 different things. Go for recovery growth. Zitong is going to be the center of the empire soon. I'm just telling you that right now. It's going to be the most important city ever. Good job, All Dragon. You are worthy of praise, and everybody head over. He's contributed so much to Surftopia. Please visit All Dragon on Patreon. He wants to train Bo. Let's train Bo, Daddy. He is absolutely correct. Oh, now this I'm into, because you're actually improving the troops in this city. Just waiting for that last little tick to go away and Bobo to be free, and then... And my waifu is dizzyingly busy, but unfortunately I really need to concentrate on... Oh, Liang Liang is free at the moment, but he is not really the one that I would set to work on that task. It's not that great at this either, frankly. Gold shall flow as never before. I guess I'll help my waifu. She's on a mission from God to farm. See, she's trying to raise food for the family. It's good. Falger army has conquered Kiao. Okay, so now Kiao we did manage to take over. So let's pull some officers out of a couple of these guys I just hired would be alright. Just a bunch of screamy guys. Don't really have anybody that's great at governance in the city so far, do I? No, Jiang Yang is pretty good. Liu Zhan's not terrible. Get Bu Dugan over there. He can do anything. Somebody's going to have to be the governor. I think I put over somebody, at least one person who's level 5. You know what? Oh, your rank is too low. Yan Sammy. Yeah, Yan Sammy can be the governor over there. Or Tedestro. Yan Sammy hasn't gotten that many chances to do stuff. Maybe he will be auto-appointed as governor. Alright, so let me see how that went. Who did they make the governor at the end of all that? So I'm the governor. No, Fall Jaxor is the governor of Yu Chang. Zhao Yun's in charge of Yan Sammy. Okay, Yan Sammy did end up being in charge of Yao. So that's cool. My ministers. I'm already pretty happy with my ministers. Nothing has to change on that score. I could have everybody who is currently has just helped to conquer Kiao. They're tired. They're worn out. But they could head this way. And help with the attack on GFP. Looks like looks like we're not going to get Lang Ye. Because Yuan Chao is already attacking it with the force that, yeah, we are not going to get that. So let's just get Ma Tang out of there before anything bad happens. Ma Chao and Ma Tang. I don't know which... how I'd get more info on them and which guys are marching with them. Well, I guess I'd have to get out of this screen. Ma Chang, Ma Chao, Ma Dai, Ma Tang, and Han Sui. So Lizard Lord didn't get to come in on this fight, which I believe he has been role-playing about the fact that he was not able to go and join in the fun. But the good news is they'll back out. I mean, it looks like they were losing anyway, but the idea was they were going to take the fight to them and keep them occupied while other cities fell. And unfortunately, Yuan Shao's armies marched in, and we don't want to be at war with them right this second. It is thundering outside. Excuse me. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. And we just hit about the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to call it a video here. And when we come back next time, folks, hopefully things will be a little more eventful. I'm kind of out of sorts by the lack of sound, so I'll see if I can get my sound back in my headsets. Everything should sound normal to you guys. And maybe I'll take a look and see if I can remember which contributor didn't get covered in the countdown of who did what. That's right, I'm about to end the video, so I'll take a break to drink before I end the video. Yeah, but I'll see. We'll do a little recap of that person, and probably just kind of finish off the last of Cao Cao's forces and enter into a stare down with Yuan Shao. How long Yuan Shao lasts is kind of be up to him, because I'm not in a huge hurry to pull the trigger and end this LP. But obviously, once we decide to attack Yuan Shao, we'll do it in force and probably just take him out completely. So that'll happen, but it may not happen right away. We'll see, folks. Catch you next time.